Hello everyone, welcome back to Scented Moments channel. My name is João Lima and today I will do a review of a fragrance from the house of Haramain, and the fragrance is Lavender Night, and this is the Eau de Parfum concentration. Of course this is the box where the bottle is sitting, but for disclaimer, this bottle was sent to me for review. It was sent to me by the brand.
Sellout! You are a sellout, you just want views, you just want to get free bottles, shame on you!
I thought we had something special. I thought you were different. Door.
And thank you so much Haramain for sending me the second bottle from their line. But as always, I will just give you my honest opinion about this fragrance, so no worries about that. That aside, this is the bottle of Haramain Lavender Night. It's a quite unique presentation. I still prefer an early canvas presentation. You can check that video out if you didn't yet. So this is Lavender Night. You have here a velvet material inside the box. Here you have the name of the brands, and down you have your information in the batch code of the bottle. So yeah, it's a pretty unique presentation. The only downside for me, it's the bottle. It's a fingerprint magnet, so there's that, but nonetheless, great presentation. I've been testing this fragrance in these past few days, and of course through the notes that I will list in a second. This is the interpretation of Creed's Green Irish Tweed. This is the latest release from Lavender line. You have the original Lavender, which is a very popular Creed's Aventus clone or inspired fragrance. This one is a interpretation of GIT, like I mentioned, and the notes here in the top, I will list them here. So in the top you have tea leaf, lemon verbena and bergamot. In the middle you have ozonic notes, iris and violet, and in the base you have powdery notes, musk, ambergris, and the last one is sandalwood. They are here, so you can check them out, and of course on paper it's quite similar to, I have here a 50 ml decant of Creed's Green Irish Tweed. I will be honest with you, the DNA of Green Irish Tweed, it's a bit too much played out in my opinion. Creed's Green Irish Tweed was released back in 1985. And since then there are a lot of fragrances that want to interpret this scent DNA, which is quite pleasant, and it has its unique touch, but it's nothing new or nothing groundbreaking by this time. Haramain, on the other hand, yes, it has a lot of similarities with Creed's Green Irish Tweed, but it has its own differences. So in the opening I get this very citrusy, fresh, uplifting accord, but immediately I get this dry and very intense green grass accord. The greenness here, it's very intense. It's much more intense than on Creed's Green Irish Tweed, for example. I think Creed's Green Irish Tweed here in the opening, it's smoother, it's more refined, and it has a more natural smelling effect. But don't get me wrong, Lavender Night has a fantastic quality. For a clone or for a inspired fragrance, it has a fantastic quality in the ingredients and blending. I was very impressed. For me, that was the most surprising factor in this while testing this fragrance. So like I was telling you in the opening, this starts with a fresh lemon verbena and then quickly starts to be a dry, because the tea leaf gives this dry green touch, and you have also a very pronounced grassy accord. And it stays like that for 1 hour and a half, 2 hours easily, and later this dryness, tea dry accord starts to fade away. The green grass also starts to be smoother, and then you have the musky, powdery notes that comes to complement this fragrance. And the difference is here. The difference from Al Haramain's Lavender Night and Creed's Green Irish Tweed is that this is more intense, and also in terms of performance, yeah, this has better performance than GIT. GIT though, it's more smooth, it's more refined like I told you, and it's more airy, and the ambergris here, it's more noticeable than in Lavender Night. In Lavender Night, in the dry down, while here you can detect some ambergris, Lavender Night you have a more pronounced musk and powdery notes. Nonetheless, fantastic interpretation. Honestly, for me, I think this is the best clone of GIT that you can get. I also had Haramain's Nuit, which I really didn't like. I really hate to say this because I think all fragrances has their synthetic molecules, but in Haramain's Nuit, the synthetic was very pronounced. It was very harsh. It had a very scratchy metallic accord that did not work on my skin. This one, on the other hand, well, the fantastic quality here, I just can't get enough of it. You can purchase Lavender Night in their official website of Al Haramain. I will leave the link down below, and they also have a UK version. Also check the link down below. In the UK, a 100ml bottle is £45, but you can get much more cheap in the online discounters. So it's a fantastic bang for your buck. If you want an interpretation of GIT, this one, I think it's the best clone that you can purchase. Does Al Haramain Lavender Night replaces GIT? No. I think GIT is still a better scent overall. Yes, it has better performance, but in terms of scent, I think GIT is still the king. But nonetheless, this is a great alternative. I'm very impressed by its quality and blend. And again, if you want to experience GIT, just buy a decant, a 50ml decant like this, and you will be good to go. Again, I will not buy Al Haramain's Lavender Night, not because of the fragrance itself, but because the scent DNA for me, I think it's already played out a lot. You have tons and tons of fragrances that want to interpretate GIT. For example, of course, Davidoff Cool Water is one of them. Actually, Davidoff Cool Water, just a side note, was my very first fragrance that I ever used or wear. It was back on my 7th grade, so yeah, best smelling kid back then in my class. That side note finished. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this review and side-by-side comparison, and see you in the next video. Take care, guys. Ciao.